Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and I just got something that I've been wanting to get for a long time. It is one of the holy grails of my collection. This amazing Spider-Man minifigure, which is worth up to 15,000 US dollars. And thankfully, I didn't spend quite that much, although admittedly, it came pretty close. So what makes this minifigure so special? Well, it's special for a few reasons. This was the only Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield minifigure that you could get until they came out with the Spider-Man No Way Home set released just last year, which featured an updated version of the character. But more importantly, this was a 2013 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive minifigure. And for whatever reason, they made less minifigures in 2013 than all the other years, and they came in a special clamshell, which made them even rarer than most of the other ones. To date, I have collected every single LEGO Marvel and DC minifigure, and with the addition of this one, I am literally only missing two more. The Phoenix San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which honestly is worth like a 15th of this, so I probably should just get it. And the New York Toy Fair Iron Man minifigure. They had the Captain America one, which I got, but I didn't get the Iron Man one yet, which is a little bit harder to track down, so hopefully I am just one step closer to completing the collection, and I'm so happy to finally be able to unbox this, take the minifigure, and put him right on my wall. But now, let's take an up-close and personal look at the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man minifigure compared to the 2023 version, which is quite similar but different in a few key ways, and add it to my collection. Finally, let's go. Oh my goodness. So here it is. This is the 2013 Andrew Garfield Spider-Man minifigure exclusive to Comic-Con. And since I'm the kind of collector who doesn't really care about packaging, let's just open up this bad boy and take a look at what's inside. So it comes with this card, which is exclusive to all of the Comic-Con special minifigures. These ones actually opened up, so you had a full scene in which you could pose the minifigures as well, which was really cool. And there was even a special sort of contest to apply to make a LEGO Marvel video, which was advertised on the back of these particular figures. But of course, what is really special to me is the figure itself. Now, this was initially one of the only times that you could actually get the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man minifigure, making it one of the most special ones that LEGO's done. You can see it has exclusive printing on the head, torso, and legs, where you have this kind of speckled, almost graphic comic style outline for the different speckles on the suit itself, which I really appreciate. This was 2013, so it was before they knew how to dual mold minifigure legs. So as you can see, you just have the dark blue printing on the red legs, which I think works fine for a minifigure of its era. Would have been cool to get something like dual molded legs and arm printing, but this was before LEGO knew how to do that. Now, the head itself is unique compared to the other Spider-Man minifigures. It kind of has much larger eyes and this slightly shiny reflective silver look and feel to the eyes themselves, which really sell it as the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man iteration. And on the back, you can see the unique logo that he used in the movie itself. Looks a little bit strange without those dual molded legs, but again, they couldn't do that back then, and it just looks really cool overall to finally have a fully accurate Andrew Garfield minifigure. Now, I personally held off on buying this because I had a feeling that as soon as they released the newer version in 2023, which you can see right here, then the price would hopefully go down. And honestly, I was kind of right, but also kind of wrong. The price didn't go down, it went up. But I actually got pretty lucky and found this one for a little bit cheaper than the normal going rate. If you go on Bricklink right now, it is incredibly hard to get this. The cheapest one at the time of this recording is being sold for 11,000 US dollars. The next one is 15,000, and then you have 16,000, 17, and 21,000 dollars. And it's absolutely insane how a single Spider-Man minifigure, just 3 individual LEGO pieces, commands that much value, but I guess it's because it is truly the minifigure for Marvel completionists to be able to pick up, for LEGO minifigure completionists, and I guess I am one of those now, so I really just had to pick this one up. Comparing it to the 2023 version, there definitely are some pros and cons. I like how the 2023 one did include an alternate face for the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man himself if you did want to use it for the character, but if you just compare the Spider-Man figures, the dual molded legs are nice, but I honestly kind of prefer the eyes from the original 2013 one. I love how big they are, and they feel very emotional and evocative of the performance he had as the character in those original movies, where some of the most memorable scenes had his eyes just really large and being very expressive. So I love how they've actually made them a bit larger for the figure, and the printing is quite nice overall. The decision to primarily make it dark blue against red was a really good one, and I like how the colors are just a little bit lighter on the Comic-Con one, which definitely does feel a little bit more accurate to the actual in-universe suit itself. Overall, while it is basically a very similar minifigure to one that we literally just got last year, I'm happy to have it because it fills a massive gap in my LEGO collection, and it is by far one of the most rare LEGO minifigures pretty much ever in the existence of every LEGO minifigure, so I'm really glad to have been able to add it to my collection. One thing that is really weird and unique about these is that the cases for the Comic-Con minifigures in 2013 are different from all the other ones in that this tab right here is actually indented on the front. All the other ones have the indent on the back, which is kind of weird how they just kind of reversed it for this particular year, making the packaging for this one of the most special things about it, which is kind of funny. For me personally, as someone who doesn't really care at all about packaging, I do find it a little bit funny how that adds so much more to the value by having the right packaging, but hey, no harm against those who really care about it. I totally understand those who do care about the packaging. If I were collecting a smaller subset of LEGO things, I probably would care a lot more about the packaging, but given that I'm collecting basically everything, certain things start to matter a little less for me, and the packaging is the first to go. So, while it's cool that this one did come with the correct packaging, I don't know, it's not really that big of a deal for me, but it is cool to have the official one, which is actually identical to the Spider-Woman packaging that we got in 2013, right down to the backing, which is, again, one of the only years they did it, and I'm glad to finally complete my 2013 Comic-Con minifig collection alongside Spider-Woman, Black Suit Superman, and CW Green Arrow, some of the rarest Comic-Con minifigs ever just due to their extremely limited supply. Overall, that about sums up our look at one of the rarest minifigures I will probably ever own in my lifetime. This is so cool. I hope you enjoyed this special look at the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man minifigure, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. Finally, I can fill a gap in my collection that has been waiting for years to be filled. The Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man minifigure is officially part of my LEGO Marvel minifigure collection, which is almost 100% complete. Obviously, I have all the Spider-Man figures now, minus the ones that are going to be coming out in the March 1st set, so obviously I've left some room for that. But yeah, really, only what's missing was the original Comic-Con or Toy Fair Iron Man figure. There are 2 slots there because we're also getting an Iron Man figure for the Spidey and His Amazing Friends sets coming out on March 1st, as well as the Jean Grey Phoenix minifigure, which was another Comic-Con exclusive, which I've left a spot for there. But otherwise, this is the 100% complete collection of every single Marvel minifigure ever, and I cannot wait to get those 2 last ones because that is going to be a crazy video to showcase this. Alright, and with that, we have summed up our look at the exclusive LEGO Andrew Garfield Comic-Con Spider-Man minifigure. So cool to finally have this in my collection. I can't wait to have the entire Marvel minifigure collection. Again, literally only missing 2, so I'm so close. And you bet there's gonna be a video coming as soon as I get them all. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at one of the rarest single LEGO minifigure items ever. Thanks for tuning in, and bye for now.